Good afternoon, teacher and classmates. Today I talk about Jack the Ripper. He was a famous killer in London in 1888. No one knows who was the killer, but he was described like an elegant man with a high top hat, a mustache, and a black cape. His victims were 5 prostitutes in Whitechapel. His first victim was Mary Ann Nichols. All of his victims died with cuts in the neck from right to left. Also, they had cuts in the abdomen, from the lower part to the abdomen or the chest. His second victim was Annie Chapman. He died with the same form, but in this case, her intestines were placed on her shoulders. A few days after the death of Annie Chapman, Jack sent a letter to the police chief. In this letter, Jack talked about his next victim. He said, "I will cut off her ears and mail it to him." Also, he said, "I hate the prostitutes and I will kill them until I am satisfied." On September 30, a man found Elizabeth Stry's corpse with cuts in the jugular, abdomen, and a half earlobe. More later, in the same night, Catherine Edwards was found with the same cuts. Jack sent another letter titled "From Hell." In this letter, Jack explained about Elizabeth's ears. He said that he heard someone near, so he went far to her. His last victim was Mary Jane Kelly. She was 25 years old. Her neighbor found her corpse in her house. She had cuts on the face, the neck, and abdomen. Her kidney was on the table next to her. Her breasts were cut. One of them were in her feet and the other under her head. There was a lot of blood in the walls. Jack took away her heart. There are 3 theories about the killer identity. Mount Arjunjud. He was a lawyer. Also, in his family, there were a lot of doctors. He was accused for his family, and he was witness once of the murders. The second theory is about Francis Tumblety. He was an American doctor. He was in London from June to November. His ex-wife was a prostitute, and he is suspect because one day he tried to buy worms in a London museum. The third theory is about Aaron Kosminski. He was a barber and he lived in Whitechapel with his wife. Also, he was schizophrenic and he entered in the psychiatric the same year. The police chief had reported that he was violent with some prostitute in the past. Well, finally, in my opinion, I believe that in the third theory, Aaron Kosminski was Jack the Ripper because he had knowledge about human anatomy. Well, he was barber. He was violent with prostitutes in the past. He was psycho, and also he lived in Whitechapel. So Jack the Ripper was Aaron Kosminski. Whitechapel was too dangerous place. In this place there were murders until 1891.